Hello, amazing people. Welcome to my channel. It's me, Disasterpiece377, the ultimate Minecraft noob. And today we're going to be building this beautiful disaster piece behind me. Now, let me tell you, I built this house way back in 2020 when I first started playing Minecraft. If you want to see how it looked when I first built it, the link will be in the description. The house we're about to build has a few upgrades. I love it, and I think you will too. But before we get started, let's take a tour. I hope you enjoyed the tour. As you can tell, this is going to be a pretty gargantuan build, 7 episodes total. It actually took me a month to design and build this place, but if you stick around long enough, you'll have this beautiful home in only 7 episodes. I'm not sure how long it'll take you to finish. If it takes you a month as well, no judgment here. Now it's time to start building. First, you'll need to clear out a space that's 60 blocks wide by 92 blocks long. You may want to make the area wider and longer if you want to fit in more landscaping and trees, but that's your choice. The house will be on a 2-step elevation from the pond. If you split your layout in half, you want to start building from the center of your property to keep your pond centered. But before we start, let's go ahead and appreciate these first floor blueprints. Take a screenshot if you need to. Starting from the top layer, you'll want to count in 19 blocks and start building your interior wall on the 20th block. Now that you lay your center block for your house, you'll need to lay 19 blocks on each side of your center block, since your entire back wall will be 39 blocks long. Now, facing the back of your property, looking towards the glass, you want to go to the left side of the glass. We're now going to build a wall that will outline the dining room, kitchen, pantry, and laundry room. Starting from the first block, lay down 30 more blocks for a total of 31 blocks. Hold up. I'm not sure if that was 31 blocks. Let me recount. Yes. Now, on the right side of the last block, place 10 blocks for a total of 11 blocks. Pivot to the right and place 2 more blocks. Pivot to the left and place 28 blocks. If you counted correctly, the front and back wall should line up. So now you just need to connect them. Perfect. Starting at this indented edge, place 2 blocks, pivot to the right, and place 2 more blocks. Leave a 2-block gap, then place 5 blocks. Count 2 blocks away from the last block you laid, then 2 blocks away from the back wall. Now place 9 blocks going towards the back of the property. Place 2 blocks, 1 block behind the last block you just laid to retain the staircase location. Okay, now counting 2 blocks from this doorway, place 3 blocks to line up this parallel wall, then 7 additional blocks going towards the back of the property. Now we're done with the kitchen, dining room, pantry, and laundry room area. Let's take an aerial view of how it looks to see how it all came together. Now, back at this corner of the wall, we're going to build up 6 more blocks. Okay, so all of this area is going to be 6 blocks tall. We're not going to count the bottom block as it actually is going to be the floor. Let me see. I'll come back over here. I'm not building up all the corners, I'm just building up a basic outline. Nah, I better start from here. I'll get it wrong. All right. Now that we've outlined the wall, I'm gonna go ahead and speed up this process. Now that we've got all of our walls filled in, let's go ahead and take an aerial view of how everything looks. And let's go back in and fill in all of our floors. Beautiful, beautiful. Now everything looks really good. Look good. So let's go back in and fill in our ceiling. Now that we're done, let's go ahead and just look around, take a walk through, see how everything looks completed on this side, and hopefully you remember to put those 2 blocks down to preserve your staircase area. And that was the kitchen, dining room, pantry, and laundry room. Going to the opposite side of the house frame, we're going to lay out the office, guest room, and bathroom for the first floor. Counting 3 blocks away from your back wall, you're going to lay down 10 blocks on the fourth block. Pivot to the right and lay down 3 more blocks. Leave 2 blocks open, lay down 6 blocks. Leave 2 blocks open and lay down 4 blocks. Pivot to the right and lay down 4 blocks. Whoa, I did that wrong. Let me see. Lay down 6 blocks here. Okay. And then leave 2 blocks open, lay down 1 block. Some doesn't look right. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this one shouldn't be here. Lay down this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get rid of this one. And then like that doesn't look right either. I'll get rid of that. Put these back. Okay, and 1 block here. No, it still doesn't look right. I think I'll come back to that. All right, so here in the center, almost on the 3rd block from the right opening, we're going to lay down 9 blocks. 9 blocks. Then we're going to count in 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. 2, 3, 4. Knock out the 5th block, and then there should be 4 more blocks on the opposite side. Okay, now let's lay out an outline for our fireplace so we don't cover it up when we fill in the floors. Okay, perfect. And now we're going to lay out the outline for our guest bathroom. So starting at this corner, we're going to leave 2 blocks open, and then lay down 7 blocks to this back wall over here. Okay. Now, counting 2 blocks away from this back wall, on the 3rd block, we're going to lay down 4 more blocks. Okay. Now it looks good for the most part, but this corner over here is bugging me. Something's not right. This closet's not right. Let me go back down here. I want to recount something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, that's what it is. Get rid of that one and get rid of that one and lay one down here. Now it looks right. Now I can sleep tonight. Yes, this is how everything should look. I don't know why it was so hard for me. Yeah, looking good. Now that we have the floor plan outlined, we're going to start building up the walls. Each wall will be 7 blocks high on top of the blocks we already have. So just 7 on top of these base blocks. I'm gonna just start outlining the ceiling. The 7th block will be the ceiling. Just speed this up and let's get the outline laid out for this part of the house. Now that we've got our walls built up, let's go ahead and take an aerial view to make sure everything looks correct according to the blueprint. And now that we've checked on all of that, looks good to me. Hopefully yours is matching up with what's laid out. Now we can go ahead and fill in the floor. So over here, we're not going to fill this in because this is where we're going to lead to the basement. So we'll block that off. But we'll start in this room here and just fill in our floors. So this is what everything looks like with the floors filled in the office, guest bedroom, and bathroom area. So now that we know what that looks like, let's go ahead and fill in the ceiling. So one thing that I didn't give attention to is building the door frames. So I'm going to go back and just kind of fill in some of these door frames that weren't built up during the full building process. And just for reference, each door frame should be just 2 blocks high so that we can put a regular door in, or actually 2 doors in the door frame. All right, that's pretty much all the door frames. That looks really good. So let's just kind of step back and see what we've got so far. So the next thing I want to do is just go ahead and fill in all the rest of this living area floor so that we can have that laid out before we start building the rest of the house. Okay, so one thing that I actually did forget to do was fill in this area. This is going to be your walkway that connects your bedrooms and the rest of your house where you'll walk. It's kind of the walkway for upstairs. So yeah, I gotta go ahead and fill this in. Okay, that's much better. Yes, that looks proportionate. So the next part of the house we're going to build is the upstairs area. I'm going to leave this here. Make sure you take a screenshot because the upstairs area will be just a little bit more complicated. So starting here, you're going to build 7 blocks up. Then you're going to pivot to your right and build out 13 more blocks. Why is my screen not loading? Okay. Sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and build up this corner right here. Looks like I built out 1 block too many. Take that away. Okay, yeah. Anyway, going back to this block, you're going to build out 24 more blocks. No, yes, 24 more blocks. Now pivot to your right, and you're going to build out 3 more blocks. Pivot to your left, and you're going to build out 8 more blocks. Pivot to your left again, and you're going to build out 14 more blocks. Now you're going to pivot to your left again and build out 26 more blocks. So pivot to your right and build out 2 more blocks. Pivot to your left and build out 7 more blocks, or just connect the wall, whichever you feel is easier. Okay, so that is going to be the layout of the entire top floor. Take a look around, kind of see what it looks like. Okay, so now we're gonna come to these corners here since they're not even and just build them down and then connect them to this half here. That way it'll be easier than trying to go from the floor out. You're just gonna do that to each corner that is not even with the bottom floor. So now that we've got all of that kind of organized and built out, we can go ahead and just fill in all the walls for this area. And we're going to go ahead and make sure we keep the lines even for these parts that are not really lined up for this area in the front. Okay, looks like we have everything all laid out here. Just want to take an above look to make sure we got all of our corners lined up, closed up, especially for this area over here where it kind of hangs over the bottom floor. And just want to make sure that that's lined up well so that everything will fit inside of this area correctly once we start laying out the floor format. And I felt it was easier just to build the walls up here first before we started laying the framework here, just because it's a little more complicated than the downstairs area. So this is going to be the master bedroom's bathroom. We're going to count 3 squares away, and on the 4th block, we're going to lay down 3 blocks. I don't know why I built it to the ceiling, but just 3. I can build up the rest of them later. And then from that last block, we're going to build out to the right 2 more blocks. I don't understand why I had the desire just to build the entire wall up, but yeah, that's what I did. You're welcome. Okay, so now we're just gonna separate the closet and the bathroom. So from this wall, we're gonna count 4 blocks, and then on the 5th block, we're gonna lay down 8 blocks to separate the bedroom and the bathroom. Okay, we're gonna lay down 1 block on each side here, and then 1 block on each side on the other side. Actually, 2 blocks here. And then on the other side, it's gonna be 1 block. Yes. There's another block here. Yes. That'll be explained later. I'm gonna go ahead and knock the door frame out just because it'll give me a better measure. Okay, starting this block away from the bathroom, we're gonna count out 9 blocks, and then on 10th block, we're gonna make a separation wall between the 2 bedrooms. Okay, then 1 block away from this actual wall, we're gonna put in a window, and then adjoined to the separation wall, we're gonna go ahead and knock out the balcony door here. We'll add a window later in this area, but not right now. But that's the full layout for the master bedroom. And now we'll lay out the fireplace. So we're gonna count 5 blocks, and then on the 6th block, we're gonna knock out the area for the fireplace. Okay, and we'll build out a place to preserve our fireplace. Actually, we don't need this because the floor is already filled in. Yeah, we don't need that for this floor. The floor is already filled in. We only needed that for the bottom floor. Okay, anyway. So now this is going to be our 2nd bedroom with an ensuite bathroom. So now we're going to start building that. So we're going to add 1 block here. We're going to leave 2 places. We're going to add 3 blocks here. Now we're going to kind of go catty corner and lay out the rest of the closet. So 1 there, leave 2 places, 1 here. And then from here, we're gonna just build all the way to the back wall. That's gonna separate the closet and the bedroom and the bathroom. And then 2 blocks from the front wall, we're gonna build 2 blocks out. That's just gonna separate the sinks from the water closet, from the toilet. But this is the full floor plan for the second floor. And actually, let me go ahead and come over here and knock out this door. It's going to be 2 blocks away from the wall here. So knock out this door. Okay, that makes me feel better now. So I'm just going to take a quick overview of what the second floor should look like. The 2 bedrooms here with the ensuite bathroom. So now we can go ahead and start building up our walls in here. Okay, now that we've got all of our walls built up, this is how everything should look on the second floor. Let's take a slow overview of what everything should look like. Okay, so now we can just come back down and fill in our ceiling and we'll be done with the second floor. In this instance, when we build the ceiling, it's going to be a little bit different than the original house. So what I decided to do was raise the ceiling up. I think in the original house, the ceiling was about 3 blocks shorter than this side of the house. But I just decided to go ahead and raise the ceiling and make everything even all the way to the top of the kitchen laundry room area. So just fill this ceiling out, match it up with wherever it ends here. So that's really one of the biggest differences in the other house besides the decoration, is the ceiling is raised in this house. We'll go ahead and finish this outline. Also, we're going to have a dividing wall here. This back wall is going to be mostly glass, but we divide that glass, just breaking it up where like the kitchen wall meets the ceiling, wherever this kitchen ceiling meets. We just make a line there to divide up the glass because the top of the house is going to be mostly glass to let in a lot of natural light. That was the whole plan. We're going to add one more row here and one more row here where the front of the house is going to be. Okay. And then this bottom part, for this bottom side, is going to be mostly glass. So everything over here is going to be glass. And then on this side, only the top will be glass, but the bottom will be mainly quartz wall. So now we'll go ahead and start filling in the glass. It's kind of be a benchmark for the area. And as I said before, for this side, it's only going to be the black glass. So this is how everything should look. For now, some of this will change in a little bit, especially on this side over here. All of this is going to be quartz, but you will have a glass door frame. So we'll build a quartz wall and then we'll knock down the door frame later and then put the black glass in. Okay, so one block away from the wall, we'll have our door frame, which is going to be glass. So here we'll knock out 3 high, 4 wide, and then 3 high on this side, and then this area here will be the door. So we'll surround that with black glass. And then here we'll put our oak doors, or whichever kind of door you like. Dark oak doors. Okay, so 5 blocks away from the quartz, on the 6th block, 7th, 8th, and 9th block, you'll knock out your door frame. And it should be 5 blocks on this side as well. So in the center, you'll put 4 doors. And I always hate this part because I get that door wrong every time. There we go. So this is our entire interior for just our normal living area. And you know what? We can go ahead and put the stairs in here. And we're actually building this stairway leading up to what will later be an rooftop gazebo eating area. good. And now we're gonna build a, yeah, I couldn't bump my face there, couldn't get down correctly. I want to bump your head on the way down every time. So 2 spaces away from the stairs, you're gonna build a glass container for this area because when it rains, you definitely don't want it to be open, raining towards the inside of the house. It's not real, but you know, just to keep it realistic, it makes sense. And now we'll build this up 4 blocks. And then just encase the entire area with kind of a glass enclosure. That'll be it for the glass enclosure to the rooftop patio area. I put iron doors and iron pressure plates here to open the door. And we'll have a staircase leading away from the door here. So here, 2 spaces away from the door frame, we'll start building our staircase. 1, 2, 3. Oop, nope. 1. All right, that's actually 2 stairs up. 3, 4. And 1 more, 5. And then you should have a flat area of 1, 2. That should be 2 more going in. It should be 3 and 4. Oh wait, no, I am incorrect. 3, 4. Okay, there we go. I went 1 too far. Put that back. This back. Put that back. Knock those 2 out. Put a block here. Fill in the rest of this area. 4. Yeah, that's good. And stair here. Oops, wrong one. My goodness. Okay, we'll put a stair here, knock that one out, and put a stair here. But we'll only have 2 stairs going up to our walkway. And then we'll go down into the bathroom area and fix that open area. So we'll just add a block on the side. We'll knock that one out, and then we'll add a block on the side of this stair here. There we go. Now we're going to fill this area in. Add 1 more stair. Yeah, I did that wrong. Alright, cool. So 1 more stair there, and then we'll fill this area in, and it will actually turn into a closet. There we go. Our oak door. We'll add some shelving in here first. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and fill this wall in with shelving. And then we'll get a couple end rods. Oops, I'll fill that up first. We'll get some end rods now and then make kind of like those closet rods you can hang stuff on. And that is it for this, besides the accents and the pillars that we have to build. So let's go ahead and add our pillars here. There's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pillar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pillar on the 6th one, and then we'll build those up. Or down. One more. Okay. And that completes our downstairs area. I really like that. That looks awesome. So let's just take a quick look around. Hopefully everything that you built looks like this. If it does, then you're like a quarter of the way there because there's so much more to build. And actually, let me fill this ceiling in real quick. Now that we know how everything's supposed to look. And done. That is all, my friends. We're at the back of the house. So at the back of the house will look. This is how the living quarters side of the house should look. That's your master bathroom, and this is the front of your house. So now we can go in and knock out our windows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, and 16. And this is to our laundry room. Fill that in with black glass. We'll come into our bathroom downstairs. And 1, 2 blocks away from the wall, and 1 block up, we're going to build a 6-block window. Fill that in. Now we're done in here. This is the guest bedroom downstairs. It's really dark in here. right next to the wall, we're going to build 4-block window. This should be 1 block off the ground. We'll go all the way to the other side and do the same thing. Leaving 1 block away from the wall. In between the wall and the window. There we go. And then we'll go in and build the door frame for the office. I'm gonna count 1 block, 2, 3, knock that one out. It'll kind of be the same as the front door frame. 3 up, 4 across, 3 down, and 4 squares in the middle. That'll make a door. Fill this in with black glass. Go to the outside and add our dark oak doors. Done. Now we can go upstairs to the master bathroom first. Wait, there's a window here actually. Knock that one out. It looks kind of weird, but it's okay. I like it. Okay, so here's where the bathtub will be, but there's going to be a window next to the bathtub. So we're going to count 1, 2, and 3. Knock that out. That's 6 high. We're actually going to build one in here where the water closet is. 3 high. And then we're going to build one more where we have a vanity right here in the center. 3 high. That's it for this area. I have a sneaky feeling that those windows are not correct. Let me go back into the bathroom. I feel like they're only supposed to be 2 high. I'll take 1 down and build it just 2 high. There we go. Wait, let me go back again. And this one. Okay. Okay, now we'll go into the second upstairs bedroom. And we'll knock out the windows for this room. 1 next to the wall. Here. 4, and then 1 next to the wall here. We'll fill that in with black glass. Now we'll go into the bathroom and knock out the window in here. We're going to leave space for our bathtub and shower. And it's going to be 2, 3 spaces away. And we'll build up here. 6 blocks. Okay. It looks a little bit lighter now. I really hope you guys had a great time building this with me. Um, that was a lot of work in one day, so I thank you for hanging out as long as you have if you finished the video. If you have and you appreciated the content, please give the video a like. Please continue or consider subscribing to get the rest of the videos so that you can complete the house. Again, this is Disaster Piece 377, the ultimate Minecraft noob, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!